Civil liberty advocates and some lawmakers are sounding the alarm on the privacy risks of federal agents using surveillance toolkits during immigration enforcement operations.
Yeah, armed with facial recognition on their smartphones and professional camera gear, ICE agents are actually photographing the faces of the people they encounter during their daily operations. So it's all setting a new precedent for street-level surveillance and raising a lot of new privacy concerns.
NBC News AI fellow Jared Perlo joins us now with this story. Good morning, Jared. And Jared, your article this morning reveals how these ICE agents are using these tactics during their interactions, their daily interactions with both possible targets and also the people, the citizens who are observing all of this, right? What's happening out there and how is it different today, how they're using these tools?
Well, so I think it's important to realize that facial recognition itself is not new. We've had this technology for decades. Many people use it, millions of people use it every day when they open up their smartphone or when they go through TSA. But what's happening now with ICE and Border Patrol officers seems like an incredibly new phenomenon and in decently scary ways, according to the people we talk to. So it seems like there's two different ways they're using it. One, they're using a new app called Mobile Fortify from the Department of Homeland Security. And this app basically allows officers on their smartphone to determine somebody's citizenship status. So we've seen this happen, or we've heard reports of this happening in Minneapolis, for example, where ICE agents will go up to an individual, they'll ask about that person's citizenship status. If they don't have papers on them or documents proving their citizenship, then they can then scan a photo of that person's face using this app, and it will run through its algorithm and determine whether that person is a citizen or not. The other way that we've seen this facial recognition technology being used is to take pictures of observers. So we've talked to people in Minnesota and in Maine who went out to observe ICE. They were at a gas station in some cases. They were looking at what the ICE agents were doing. Then the officers took pictures of them and in some cases said that their photo was going into a database potentially of domestic terrorists. So it's a pretty concerning situation.
So we know that obviously civil liberty groups, lawmakers, regular citizens are really sounding the alarm about this and about the risks. What specifically are they saying, and has Homeland Security responded in any way?
Yeah, so again, facial recognition has existed for a while, but it's usually existed in a passive sense. You know, if I go to Times Square or Madison Square Garden, there might be facial recognition cameras that you recognize that I'm there. But this sort of targeted individual approach seems really new and for many privacy advocates very dangerous. So according to DHS documents, nobody can refuse to be scanned by this Mobile Fortify app. In the field. And they also keep those photos for 15 years of non-citizens and citizens alike. And we've talked to experts at the ACLU, at privacy groups like EPIC and the Electronic Frontier Foundation, and they say this is just a drastic escalation. And especially if there's no way to opt out, your photo basically gets added to databases of 250 million other photos that the federal government controls.
Fascinating. Jared Perlo, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jared.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.